Hello everyone, welcome to Computer Science and IT Gate Coaching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the instant notification of my free lecture. So this is about me. I am a computer science gate faculty having more than 5 plus of teaching experience, mentored more than 50,000 students, taught in different coaching institute all over India. Okay, it's like the Gate Academy, even qualified multiple times Gate, and even I have given the coaching in many government colleges as well as in many private colleges. Like in SRM Chennai, I have given coaching. CAT Bhubaneswar, I have given. BC Bhagalpur, Jorhat College of Engineering, Guwahati University, Dibrugarh University, Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, Ramgarh Engineering College. Okay, these are the colleges where I have went and I have given the coaching. Today lectures we are going to see spanning tree. Okay, so definition I have given you. Now I will give you the tree and you have to find the spanning tree. Okay. So we are going to start spanning tree. We are going to start spanning tree. So in previous lectures we have seen the definition. What is a spanning tree? A spanning tree has minimum number of. So just I am giving one more. A have spanning tree have minimum number of minimum number of ages minimum number of ages that can be that can be present inside a that can be present inside a inside a graph inside a graph so that so that we can connect so that we can connect all the vertices so that we can connect all the vertices or node that we can connect all the vertices or node. So a spanning tree has a minimum number of edges. It will have minimum number of edges inside a graph. Inside a graph, it will have minimum number of edges so that we can connect all the vertices or nodes. So that we can connect all the vertices or node. Okay, so that you can connect all the vertices or node. Example: see, complete graph is even represented as K4. Like for when number of node is 4, when number of node is 4, and to represent complete graph you can use k. Okay, you can use k. So you will have a, b, c, d. I have used. Okay, so it will have so in a complete graph you will from one node you will have edges to every other nodes. Okay, now how you will construct a tree, sorry, a spanning tree. Yeah, a spanning tree, right? The let So a spanning tree is going to your tree with minimum number of edges so that we can connect all the vertices. So one can do like this. You are connecting all the edges, all the vertices. From here you can go from here. So we have seen that in this way or in this way. Okay. Or you can say like this way. So there are many ways for a given graph. You can have many spanning tree. For a given graph, you can have many spanning tree. Okay. You can write for a given graph, for a given graph, for a given graph, we can have we can have we can have many spanning can have many spanning tree. We can have many spanning tree. Okay, so how to find that how many number of spanning tree you are going to have, how many spanning tree you are going to have. Okay, so you can even note, and complete graph is represented by complete graph is represented as k in bracket number of nodes, okay, in this way. So in this way you are going to represent a complete graph. Now whatever spanning tree you are getting, it is going to your subgraph of the given graph. Okay, so a spanning tree is going to your subgraph because we have seen subgraph. Subgraph is a part of your graph only. Okay, so spanning tree is also a subgraph is also a subgraph of given graph is also a subgraph of given graph. Okay, now here we are giving the name to the nodes. So this is called as label graph. Okay, this is called as label graph. So if you are going to give a node name to a node, then it is going to be a label graph. If nodes every nodes is given if every nodes is given a name, then it is a label graph. Then it is a label graph. And it is a label graph. Okay. So when you are having k complete binary tree k3, you got three spanning tree. You got three spanning tree. Okay. So if you are done with the writing, then you can comment. Now we will try to find how many spanning tree we can have given a complete graph. Given a complete graph, how many spanning tree we can have, that we will try to find. So if you are done with the writing, then please comment done. No, no, I am asking how many spanning tree we can have. So if I will give you one complete, like I have given a complete graph K3. It's a K3. How many you got? You got three. One, two, three. You got three spanning tree. So in this way you have to find. Now if I'll give you K4, K4 is going to have how many nodes? Four nodes. Okay, it will have four. K4 we have seen. K4, K4 we have seen. Uh, so there are many other ways also that we haven't constructed the spanning tree. Okay, only three I have constructed. Like I will take K3 because K3 is easy to examine. K3 is easy to examine. Okay. Now see, if I'll give you K3 means complete binary tree 3. So which is having a B, C, three nodes, and it since it's a complete it is a complete binary tree. So from every node it should connect to every other node. From every node it should connect to every other node. So here A is connected to BC, C is connected to AC, and B is also connected to AC. Now from this you have to construct a spanning tree. You have to construct a spanning tree. This is your complete. Now a spanning tree will have the all the nodes but least number of edges. Number of edges will be less, and number of edges should be in such a way that you can connect all the nodes. Like this you can connect like this way. So if a spanning tree if a spanning tree if a spanning tree if a spanning tree have in nodes, then it will have n minus 1 vertices. Then it will have n minus 1 edges, n minus 1 edges. So since it is having a three nodes, you got two vertices. Sorry, three nodes, you got two edges. Now in this way also you can again get one spanning tree, another spanning tree. In this way, another spanning tree you can get like this. So there you are getting three spanning tree for this complete graph K3. You are getting a three spanning tree. So a spanning tree is a subgraph where you will have minimum number of edges. Means if you are having n nodes, then you will have n minus 1 edges in such a way that you can connect to every vertices, so that you can connect to every vertex. See here, spanning tree has minimum number of edges that can be present inside a graph, so that we can connect all the vertices. So you are connecting from A to C. You are connecting means you are having a path from A to C, from A to B, A to C, A to B, C, A to B, A to C, B to C, C to B, AC. Okay. So this way. Now for K4, so this way, for complete graph, we are having a direct formula. For complete graph, For complete level graph, for complete level graph, we are having a formula: number of spanning tree, number of spanning tree. Okay. So if it is having a K3, you got how many? 3. Now if it will have a K2, if it had a K2, you will get how many? In case of K2, how many you will get? If you are having a 2 node, only one like this. So in this way, you are going to get only one tree. Please let me know. Only one you are going to get spanning tree, that only. If you are having a K4, you are going to get 16. So it is like if you are getting K9, it is having a formula. Then you are going to get, if n is the node, n to the power n minus 2. So here it's like it's 2. So 2 to the power 2 minus 2 is 2 to the power 0, which is going to your 1. See, we're getting only one spanning tree. If we are having a 3 nodes, 3 to the power 3 minus 2, 3 to the power 1, 3 nodes. 3 is spanning 3. K4, 4 to the power 4 minus 2, 4 to the power 2, 16. Okay, so you are going to get that many number of spanning tree in a complete graph. For a complete graph, if the number of nodes you are having a 3, the number of spanning tree, level spanning tree you are going to get here 3 for 2, 1 for 4, 16. So similarly it will be, it's saying the formula that if you are having n, this you have to memorize. So if you are having a kn, then it will be n to the power n minus 2. Okay, n to the power n minus 2. Is it done? Please let me know whether it is clear or not. Where n is the number of nodes. You can write where n is number of nodes. So you have to find the number of spanning tree you have find. For a complete graph, you have find the number of spanning tree. Now, if it is not a complete graph, then how to find? Okay. ये फॉर्मूला है, इस तरह करते करते एक एक करके मैं देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, कोई लॉजिक ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, फॉर्मूला है. ठीक है, आपको एक एक करके करके देखना पड़ेगा. ओके, देन यू विल गेट इट. एम आई क्लियर? इट्स n टू द पावर n माइनस 2. n टू द पावर n माइनस 2. देखिए, अगर मैं आपको k4 लेता हूँ, k4 लेता हूँ, k4 अगर हम लेते हैं, इफ यू आर हैविंग k4 लाइक दिस, इट इज योर k4. हाँ, पैटर्न पे लॉजिक है, लाइक a b c d. So it's a complete graph since you are having connected to uh, every from each node you should connect to every other node. चलिए, अब इसका देखिए कितना बनेगा. आपने ए बी सी डी कर दिए. देखिए 16 बोल रहे हैं, 16 बना लेंगे आप. यू कैन कनेक्ट, यू कैन मेक 16 स्पैनिंग ट्री. 1 हो गया ये. देखिए, see, there are many ways, there are many spanning tree you are going to get like this. See, this 4 way you have got. Okay, same way you can get again more spanning tree like this. Am I clear? So you have to find like this way you have got. Now A was here, A, B, C, D. Okay. This is one more. Then A, B, C. This is one. And 7. I'm taking all the pattern by which we can connect to, if by which we can get a spanning tree, by which we will able to connect to all the vertices. This we have got for A, B, D. Now for C also. For C also we can get. So if it is having a K4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So one way is this BD. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. This is another way. You can have get a spanning tree. This is 9. This is another way you can get another spanning tree you have got. Total you will get 16. Total you will get 16. A, B. So given a graph, they will ask you how many spanning tree you can get. Okay. So we are having a formula that I have given you. Now just we are trying to prove it. Okay. Now we are just, even I am doing for the first time to prove, because it's a little bit big. Okay. So this way we have got A, this we have connected, then there. Then what are the other ways we can get a tree? Can anyone suggest? Maybe, can anyone suggest any other pattern? It will be there. It will be there. 13. So these two connected then this way. Then we will do this connected and this connected and this. Yeah. This is one way. Here to here, here to here, here to here. Yeah. Another way we have got. See, this is another spanning tree we got. Let's see, to find all the spanning tree for a given graph, given complete graph, it is not that much easy to draw. See, are you getting it? Please let me clear. So that's why we are having a formula. That's why we are having a formula. See, we got 16 spanning tree. As our formula was giving 16, we got 16. See. So, so a spanning tree is tree is a tree with minimum number of edges, means n minus 1 edges, that so that you can connect all the vertices, see, means you can have a path from all the vertices, like from A you are having a path to C, from B C A, or from B you can go to D, like this. So please let me know whether it is clear or not. So like this you can have many spanning tree for a given graph. Okay, so please let me know whether it is clear or not. Okay, so this way we can get spanning tree. So that's why we are having a formula that if you are having n nodes, you will get number of spanning trees in to the power n minus 2. This is the when you are having a complete graph. When you are having a complete graph. Now for not a complete graph, okay. So finding number of spanning tree. So finding number of spanning tree. spanning tree in a not complete graph. That is not a complete graph. Okay. So for any general graph, how to find the spanning tree? So for this, we are having a formula. For this, we are having a formula. Okay. By some rules we are having that we call as Kirchhoff theorem. By this, we can find. Okay. So if it is a complete graph, then you are having a formula n to the power n minus 2. You can get the total number of spanning tree. But if it is not a complete graph, then how to find? So we can find number of spanning tree. We can find the number of spanning tree. We can find a number of spanning tree in a graph using Kirchhoff law or Kirchhoff theorem. Using Kirchhoff theorem. Okay. For complete graph, we are having a direct formula, but if it is a not complete graph, then we should use Kirchhoff theorem. So it's step one is saying that first first draw the adjacency matrix. First draw the adjacency matrix. See, in this way only we are going to use these steps only, and always we are going to get number of spanning trees. So given a graph, they will ask you how many spanning tree you can have. Okay. So first step is first draw the adjacency matrix. Okay. Then rules are then rules of Kirchhoff theorem. After drawing, you have to apply the rules of Kirchhoff theorem. Okay. So what is the rule? First rule is diagonal zero will be replaced by diagonal zeros will be replaced by degree of the node, by the degree of the node in a adjacency matrix. See, with example I will make all this point clear. Okay, so just let me write the steps that you have to follow to find a number of spanning tree if it is not a complete graph. Okay, so if it is not a complete graph, you have to follow this. So first you have to draw the adjacency matrix for that graph. Okay, then you have to make the diagonal zero. It will replace by degree. Okay, so it will replace by degree of that node in a adjacency matrix. Okay, so that diagonal zero is going to replace by its degree. Okay, so if you're done with that slide, please let me know. I will go to the second slide. Now step 2 is saying that non-diagonal 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 ones will be replaced. Non-diagonal one will be replaced non-diagonal one will be replaced by -1 in adjacency matrix. Non-diagonal one will be replaced by -1 in adjacency matrix, and non-diagonal 0 will be replaced by 0. Non-diagonal 0 non-diagonal 0 non-diagonal 0 will remain as 0 in adjacency matrix. Then fourth step is number of spanning tree. Number of spanning tree is going to your cofactor of any element. Number of spanning tree is going to cofactor of any element. Number of spanning tree is going to your cofactor of any element. Okay, so this step we are going to follow one by one, and we will get all the number of spanning tree for a given graph. Okay, so if you're done with the writing, then you can let me know, then I will take the example. Now with the example we will make it clear. First we have to find the adjacency matrix. Okay, then we have to replace the diagonal 0 with its degree. Non-diagonal 0 will replace by 0 itself. Non-diagonal 1 will be replaced by minus 1. Non-diagonal 1 will be replaced by minus 1. And then number of spanning tree is going to cofactor. It is going to be cofactor of any element. Is going to be a cofactor of any element. With examples, it will be more clear. Yeah. Now take the first example. Now take the first example. So your first example is, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you are having a graph. They have given a graph. Okay. So you can apply this for Kirchhoff law in any of the graph, whether it is a complete graph or not. But for complete graph, we are having a direct formula. That's why we directly do. But you can apply this also in a complete graph also. Okay. So you can apply this Kirchhoff law to find the number of spanning tree in a complete graph also. But since to save our time, we don't apply. Now solution is saying that first you draw adjacency matrix. So in previous lecture, I have taught you how to make a adjacency matrix. In row, you will write the nodes 1, 2, 3, 4. And here also you will write the nodes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now from 1 to 1 is there is a age? No, 0. 1 to 2 is there a age? No, then 0. 1 to 3 is there is age? Yes, then 1. 1 to 4 is there is age? Yes, 1. 2 to 1 is there is age? No, 0. 2 to 2, 0. 2 to 1 is there is age? 2 to 1, sorry, 2 to 3 is there is age? 2 to 3, yes. 2 to 3, 2 to 4, yes. And you know that adjacency matrix is a symmetric, so 0 0 1 1, then 0 0 1 1 will be here, and 0 0 1 1, then 0 0 1 1 will be here. See, I have in previous lecture I have told you that since adjacency matrix is symmetric matrix, so when you transpose this adjacency matrix, you are going to get the same. So the element that you are in the row, you can write in the column also. That will save your time. Okay, you are writing in the column also. Now you just find for 3 3, and always 3, we are having this formula. Okay, now 3 to 4 is going to your 1, and 4 to 4 is 0, and 3 3, this way. This way you got the adjacency. Now step 2 is saying this is your step 1. Now you will apply the Kirchhoff law. So first find the adjacency matrix. Now apply Kirchhoff theorem on Kirchhoff theorem. So it's saying that the diagonal element is going to replace by diagonal 0 is going to replace by its degree. So 1 degree is 2, number of edges that is incident, it is having 2 incident, 2. 2 degree is 2, 3 degree is 3, and 4 degree is also 3. 0 non-zero will get replaced by 0 only, and non-zero 1, non-diagonal 1 is going to replace by minus 1, minus 1, here 1, minus 1. 0 will be as it is, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. This you got. Okay. Now you will find the cofactor. So if you are done, then please comment. If you are done with the writing, then please comment. यहाँ अगर आपके पास कोई ग्राफ रहेगा, तो आपको पहले क्या करना है, एडजेसेंसी मैट्रिक्स बनाना है. तो आप रो में आप एडजेसेंसी मैट्रिक्स में क्या करते हैं, पहले आप नोट्स लिख दीजिए 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. अगर उसके साथ एज है 1 से 1 एज है तो 1 रहेगा. अगर उसके 1 के 2 के बीच में अगर एज जैसे नहीं है तो वहाँ 0 रहेगा. तो 1 के 1 0 हो गया, 1 पे 2 0 हो गया, 1 पे 3 एज है 1 हो गया, 1 पे 4 1 हो गया. ओके. उसके बाद आप देखिए ये जो आपका जो यहाँ पे जो एलिमेंट मिलेगी वो आपको यहाँ पर भी आपको होगा, क्योंकि ये ट्रांसपोज करेंगे ना तो सेम मिलता है. हमेशा एडजेसेंसी मैट्रिक्स सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स होता है. तो आप एग्जाम में अपना टाइम बचाने के लिए क्या कीजिए, जैसे इस रो का आप जब पता किए तो इसको आप इधर भी लिख दीजिए 0 0 1 1 ना 0 0 1 1 लिख दीजिए. देखिए 3 से 1 एज है ना 1, देखिए 3 से 4 एज है ना 1, देखिए 2 से 1 एज है नहीं है, 1 से 1 एज है नहीं है. ठीक है, तो इस तरह आप टाइम बचा सकते हैं. फिर 2 से 2 0 हो गया, 2 से 3 क्या हो गया 1, फिर 2 से 4 1, एज है इसलिए 1 दे दिए. जहां एज रहेगा तो 1, जहां एज नहीं रहेगा 0. तो अब इसको 0 0 1 1 आया तो यहाँ पे 0 0 1 1 लिख दिए। फिर ये बचा 3 से 3 एज है, नहीं है, 3 से 3 एज नहीं है, 0। 3 से 4 एज है, हाँ है, 1 लिख दिया। फिर 4 से 3 एज है, हाँ है, 1 लिख दिया। 4 से 4 एज है, नहीं है, 0 लिख दिया। अब क्या करेंगे, किरचॉफ लॉ अप्लाई करें। किरचॉफ लॉ क्या बोलता है कि डायगोनल जो जीरो है उसको आप रिप्लेस करेंगे उस नोड का डिग्री से। 1 का डिग्री क्या है, 2। कितने नोड, कितने एजेस उसके साथ इंसिडेंट है। प्रीवियस लेक्चर में बताया डिग्री क्या होता है। डिग्री होता है जितने नंबर ऑफ एजेस जो इंसिडेंट है उस पे। जैसे जो आर है उसके पास, जो उसके साथ अटैच, ए के साथ 2, इसलिए 2। 2 के साथ देखिए 2, 2 है। 4 के साथ देखिए 1 2 3, 3। 3 के साथ कितना, 1 2 3। ठीक है, तो डिग्री हमने लिख दी। अब देखिए, अब जहां जहां ये जीरो था वहां जीरो ही रहेगा। जीरो नॉन डायगोनल, जीरो जीरो ही रहेगा। नॉन डायगोनल वन को हम -1 कर देंगे। नॉन डायगोनल वन को हम -1 कर देंगे। 1 को -1 कर दीजिए, जीरो को जीरो ही छोड़ दीजिए। इज इट क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? सिंस आई वाज रिपीटिंग, दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव टेकन इन हिंदी। ओके, is it clear to everyone? See, many of my students that are from south, they also watch this class. Okay, so I am taking in both English and Hindi. चलिए, क्लियर है महेंद्र? फाइन। So now we have to find cofactor of any element. We will take now cofactor of any element. So number of spanning tree, number of spanning tree is going to, number of spanning tree is going to your cofactor of, cofactor, cofactor of any element, cofactor of any element. So you have to take number of spanning tree is going to cofactor of any element. So you take the cofactor of first this element. So in cofactor, we don't consider this row and this column, those element. Since I am finding the cofactor of 2, I will not consider this row and this column where 2 is there. This, okay. So it's, I think that you know these things, cofactor. And -1 to the power 1 plus 1. Why 1 plus 1? Because its indices is 1 1. Its indices is 1 1. Now I will take the determinant of this. Okay. I think that everyone know how to find the cofactor. This is a part of math. Then 2 -1 I have taken, -1 3 -1 -1 -1 3. See what I have did. So I have taken the cofactor of this element. In cofactor of element, you will not consider this row, and you will, if you are finding the cofactor of 1 and 1, then 1 1 row, this whole row you will not consider, and this whole column you will not consider. And first you will write -1 to the power of whatever. Here is 1 1 1 1 element, then 1 plus 1 1 2, then 1 plus 2, like this. After removing whatever this remaining element, you will take the determinant of that. Okay, so it's going to be your plus. Now how to take the determinant? So you will take here, it's going to your 2, then again remove that 3 -1 -1 3. Okay, then here it's going to your minus -1. See here it's plus, then -1. Okay, I think that everyone know, that's why I'm going. सबको पता है ना, किसी को ये सब तो पता ही होगा, 11 12 में भी हम लोग पढ़ते हैं। अब हमें किसका करना है, ये प्लस हो गया और फिर इसका, तो जगह नहीं है इसलिए मैं यहाँ पे लिख दे रहा हूँ। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में चले जाते हैं, ठीक है। ये सर पता है 10 से, हाँ चलिए बोले ना, ये तो सभी को पता रहता है। सो ये हो गया, फिर अब हमें ये करना है। सो फॉर -1 वी विल फाइंड -1 plus minus plus, then it's -1 3 -1 3 -1 3 -1 -1. Okay, so here you are getting 2 into 2 into 9. It's your 2 into क्या है, -1. Then you are having, it's going to your +1. Then यहाँ क्या था, here you are having -3 -1. Here you are having -1. then 1 plus 3. So you will get here 8 to 16, here minus 4, here also minus 4. You got it. Okay, you got it. So number of spanning tree you got here is, okay. Is it done? Is it clear to all of you? Now I will take next example. क्लियर है ना सभी को? दूसरा एग्जांपल लेते हैं. चलिए नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल लेते हैं. So our next example is 1, 2, 3. देखिए इसमें कितने स्पैनिंग ट्री आपको मिलेंगे, यही एक स्पैनिंग ट्री है. अब इसका हम लोग करते हैं, देखिए क्या सही दे रहा है कि नहीं. वी विल चेक वेदर इट इज गिविंग करेक्ट आंसर नॉट. सो 1 2 3, here 1 2 3, 1 to 1 there is a age, no. 1 to 2, yes. 1 to 3, no. So 0 1 0, then 2 to 1, yeah, we are just, then 2 to 1 is there, is 2 to 2, no. 2 to 3 1, so 1 0 1, 3 to 3 0. Yeah, it's already a spanning tree. So it's, this graph is already a spanning tree. Okay, now just see, just verify, is it giving a correct or not. Then we will take a complete graph, then also we will verify whether it is giving a correct or not. Okay, so after Kirchhoff, after Kirchhoff rule, so 1 is having a degree 1, here minus 1, here 0. 2, here it's minus 1, 2 degree is 2, minus 1, 0 will be minus 1, 3 degree is 1. Now take the cofactor of any, this I have taken. So minus 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 1. Okay. One plus 1. So it will be 2, then minus 1. So it will be 1 only, and plus 1. We got 1. Yeah, it's already spanning tree. This is only a spanning tree. That, see, we are even verifying whether our Kirchhoff theorem is giving a correct answer or not. It's giving a correct. Now I will take a complete graph and we will check. Okay. Now I will take a complete graph and we will check. So now we will take K3. K3 is a complete graph. Now whenever it is a complete graph, see, it is a complete graph. 1 2 3 I am taking. Now in complete graph, the tips is that, the tips, if we draw an adjacency matrix in a complete graph, if we draw a adjacency matrix, if we draw adjacency matrix, since it is connected to every node, it will be 1 everywhere, and diagonal only 0. Diagonal is going to be only 0, and always it is going to 1. If we draw adjacency matrix, and what is going to be, if we draw adjacency matrix for a complete graph, for a complete graph, then diagonal. This trick you can apply only when it is a complete graph. Okay, then diagonal, will be, then diagonal element will be 0, then diagonal element will be 0, and non-diagonal element will be 1. And diagonal element will be 0, and non-diagonal element will be 1, and non-diagonal element will be 1. Why? Because here every nodes are connected to every other nodes itself to it. Okay, so 2 is connected to 1. So it, see, if you will write the adjacency matrix here, 1 2 3, so it will be 1 2 3 here. So only diagonal is going to be 0, because 1 to 1 no edge, 2 to 2 no edge, 3 to 3 no edge. Now 1 to 2 is connected, 1 to 3, 2 to 1 2 to 3, 3 to 1 3 to 2. So that's why I'm saying, whenever they are giving you a diagonal element, complete graph, don't think about the graph. Okay, so they can say you that K3 is a complete graph. Try to find the number of adjacency matrix. So just write the number of nodes here, and then diagonal will be 0 and non-diagonal element will be 1. And always the degree, what is going to be, since it is always, if you are having a 3 nodes, then this node will get connected with the remaining nodes if it is having n nodes. So remaining nodes is going to your n minus 1. Now here always the degree is going to your, this one is connected with this remaining vertices, so always degree of any node is going to your n minus 1 degree. डिग्री क्या है 1 का 2, 2 का डिग्री क्या है 2 डिग्री is 2, 3 degree is 2, because it is going to connect with all the remaining nodes. So remaining nodes is going to your n minus 1. So always the degree of any node in a complete, degree of any node in a, हम वो भी करेंगे नेक्स्ट में चेक करेंगे. So degree of any node in a complete graph, in a complete graph is n minus 1. In a complete graph is n minus 1, where n is number of vertices. So इसके लिए अप्लाई कैसे करेंगे, डायरेक्ट क्या कीजिए सॉल्यूशन में. So we will write like this. We got this 1 2 3 here 2 2 2 1. So that is going to replace by minus 1. Now number of spanning tree is going to your cofactor of any number of spanning tree. Number of spanning tree is going to your cofactor of any element. Any element is going to be cofactor of any element. So you take the cofactor of this element. To take the cofactor of this, so minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, here 2 minus 1, this remove, 2 minus 1 minus 1 2. So it is positive 4, then 2 2 4, then minus 1 3. You got 3. Is it clear? क्लियर है सभी को? इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? प्लीज कमेंट. सो K2 भी देख लेते हैं. if anyone left with any of the sir, can you show previous slide? Yes, yeah, please write. So if you miss any slide, you can let me know, I will show you. 1 and 2, it's connected. So 1 2 1 2, diagonal 0, remaining 1 only. Okay, now you will replace, after you will apply the Kirchhoff theorem, then degree is going to be 1 1 minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so degree is going to your n minus 1, number of nodes is 2, then degree is going to be 1. Now take cofactor, minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, you are going 1, then it is going to be 1, then here minus 1. So it is giving you 0. Okay, so 1 to 1 is 0, 2 to 2 0, so 0 will replace by degree 1 minus, but it is giving 0. Is it correct now? So it is giving a 0. So this Kirchhoff theorem we can apply from K3 only. From K3 only it will be applicable. For K2 it will be not applicable. Okay, for K2 it will be not applicable. So we can apply Kirchhoff. We can apply Kirchhoff theorem from K3 onwards. K3 onwards. Is it clear now? So एक और example लेते हैं. We will take one more example now. K4. So that K4 I have individually shown you. We got 60. See, I have individually shown you for K4. We got number of spanning tree. See, K4 is this. We got number of spanning tree 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 16. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So total 16 1 ही होगा. कैसे? कहीं गलती है क्या? यहाँ पे -1 टू द पावर 1 + 1 हो गया, प्लस हो गया, ये 1 हो गया, फिर ये प्लस हो गया. माइनस तो होता है ना बीच में, ये तो प्लस हो गया ना, ये तो जीरो हो गया ना. अच्छा, को फैक्टर करने में हमने गलती की है. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. देखिए, को फैक्टर करने में हमने गलती की है. हाँ, ये तो 2 × 2 मैट्रिक्स था, हमने को फैक्टर करने में गलती कर दी है. रो और ये कॉलम तो हमें हटाना है ना, तो हमें तो सिर्फ 1 मिलेगा. ये इसके लिए भी अप्लाई कर रहा है, 1 आया. इसके लिए भी कर रहा है. हमने भी नहीं देखा, हमने शायद थर्ड की समझ के कर दिए. आपने जब इसका को फैक्टर कर रहे हैं तो इस रो को और इस कॉलम को तो हटाना है ना. इसको हटाना है तो आपको सिर्फ तो 1 मिलेगा. इसके लिए भी करेक्ट है, इसके लिए भी करेक्ट, मतलब ये किरचॉफ लॉ एप्लीकेबल है सारे के लिए. ये इसके लिए भी एप्लीकेबल होगा. क्लियर है? मैं भी देखा नहीं था. वेरी गुड. चलिए अब K4 के लिए करते हैं. नाउ फॉर K4 वी विल डू, इट इज हैविंग 1 2 3 4 लाइक दिस इट इज हैविंग. हाँ, गलती हो गई थी, हमने भी नहीं देखे थे वो. ठीक है, चलिए अब K4 के लिए कर लेते हैं. ये हमारा लास्ट प्रॉब्लम. तो इसमें सिंस इट इज ए कंप्लीट ग्राफ, you can use direct formula, you will get 16. So you can even apply the Kirchhoff law here, Kirchhoff theorem. 1 2 3 4. So it's going to be 0 1 1 1 1 2 3 4. It's going to be 1 0 1 1. It's 1 1 0 1. It's going to be 1 1 1 0. Now you apply. After applying, Kirchhoff theorem, so you are going to get here. यहाँ डिग्री क्या होगा? ये डिग्री इज गोइंग टू 3. So 1 2 3 4. Here also 1 2 3 4. And it is going to, degree is going to 3 3 3 3, and all 1 is going to replace by negative. So we have taken many different kind of graph, and we have seen that Kirchhoff theorem is giving a correct answer to find the number of spanning tree. Okay, so now number of spanning tree is going to your number of spanning tree. Number of spanning tree is going to your cofactor of any element. Cofactor of any element. So you take the cofactor of the first element, you will get -1 to the power 1 plus 1, 3 -1 -1 -1 3 -1 -1 -1 3. Okay, so you are going to get here 3 9 -1. Now I am doing. Okay, so here it's going to your -1. This went here, you are getting directly. I'm doing a -3 minus plus 1. Then here it's going to your -1. So it's plus and it should be minus. It should be minus. Should be minus. And here it will be, now this -1. This is going to 1 plus 3. You are getting here 8 8's 24 plus -4 -4. 24 minus 8 is going to 16. You got 16. So we got the answer. Even by using this we are getting 16. ठीक है, इससे भी हमें 16 मिल रहा है. तो आपको गेट एग्जाम में एक ग्राफ दिया रहेगा. इन गेट एग्जाम दे विल गिव यू वन ग्राफ एंड दे विल आस्क यू हाउ मेनी स्पैनिंग ट्री यू कैन गेट. So you apply this Kirchhoff law, or if it is a complete graph, you directly apply that, you will get the correct answer. So what is the application of a spanning tree? So here the uh, application of a spanning tree is that we can connect every node with minimum number of edges. Okay, so it will save our cost and all. Okay, so that we are going to see in Prim's algorithm, how we can reduce the cost. Okay, so every from node A to go A to B, if you want to go, if it will have some cost, then that we need to reduce. So that we are going to see by using Prim's algorithm. Spanning tree, we have seen, we have taken many graph and we have constructed the spanning tree. We have even like exhaustive search, we have constructed all the spanning tree for K4, and by using all the way we have find how many spanning tree we can get. So what is the application of a spanning tree? The application is that we can connect every node with with minimum with number of minimum number of edges. So to connect every node with minimum number of edges. Okay, this is the application.